Hello again, everyone. Marcus here. I review stuff. Today, I'm reviewing the song. I forgot to pull it up. It's by Jinjer. It's "Who Is Gonna Be the One" by Jinjer. The request was to do a live version of it, and so I picked. I think it was specifically it was just live, and so I picked one of the live versions here. And I've heard a few songs by Jinjer at this point. I've heard "Teacher Teacher," which I actually really liked. And then I heard Pisces, which I thought was okay. So looking forward to this one. I hope it holds up to what I've heard from them so far. And if it does, I'll be pretty happy. So anyway, let's do it. This is Jinjer, Who Is Gonna Be the One, live. Here we go. That was awesome. I love that. I really did like Teacher, and I did like Pisces. But to me, this has been my favorite Jinjer song that I've heard so far. Like the opening guitar and bass and drums really set the tone. Really provided some nice heaviness, and then her voice. I think I mentioned it in the Teacher video where like her screaming is great. I mean, she can belt it out with the best of anybody. But her singing voice, like her clean singing voice, is also fantastic. So really enjoyed this one. I'm excited to break it down. Of course, we're going to start with the lyrics like we always do. So let's see, who's going to be the one is a call for protest against pollution and greed. The main topics of the album Cloud Factory. It does say the bio is unreviewed, so we'll see about that. Who's going to remember what the sun is? Who's going to keep on counting? Here's another disease. Who's the one? Who's the man? Who's got the power to prolong for a second his final hour? Interesting. I like that line, though. Who's got the power to prolong for a second his final hour? And, of course, the answer is no one. No one can add more time onto your life, really. I mean, basically, in a sense, you can't buy time, Who is going to be the one? Who is going to be the one? Who's going to be the one? Who will recognize his mother's face without the protective mask that she wears? Is there anyone who will find a reply to the question, what does the water taste like? Who's going to be the one who cares? Who's the daredevil to protest? Come on, you motherfucker, step above the crowd, raise your fist in the air and shout out loud. So, yeah, I can definitely see this about, again, the idea of it being about protesting, especially when it comes to pollution and greed. I think here the mother is definitely like Mother Earth, right? Who's going to recognize his mother's face with the protective mask that she wears? Like the earth provides so much for us. Who's going to recognize it when we don't have that anymore? I think is what they're getting at. I'm going to be the one, I'm going to be the one, I'm going to be the one. Shout out loud, don't step aside, fight back with full force, pick up the weapon of your own choice. Don't step aside, fight back with full force, pick up the weapon of your own choice. Don't step aside, fight back with full force, pick up the weapon of your own choice. Don't you just step aside, don't step aside, fight back full force. Don't step aside, don't you just step aside, don't step aside, fight back full force. Goes like that for some time. Don't deny the past you lived. Don't neglect the future you have. Now that's great. I love that. Don't deny the past that you lived, but don't neglect the future. So yeah, the past is important. Where we've come from is important, but also where we're heading. We can't neglect that. We have to take care to remember the past, but we also have to take care to remember the future. I love that. And I love the shift here where it goes from like who's going to be the one. It's like sort of who's going to be the one to step up, who's going to be the one to kind of call for protest and save us in it. And it changes from that to I'm going to be the one. Like, I'm going to start with me. And I love that. This, kind of taking responsibility and saying, like, I'm not going to wait for someone to come along and save me. I'm going to be the one to kind of put it out there and do it myself. So lyrically, I thought it was very interesting. I give it 2 thumbs up. I think they got the message across really well. A couple of cool lines in there. And again, I like the shift of, like, who's going to be the one to save us? Who's going to come along to, like, it's going to be me. I'm going to take that responsibility on. So I love that. Thought that was great. So, yeah, 2 thumbs up there, lyrically. Instrumentally, it was fantastic. Like I said, I really enjoyed that opening guitar riff. Real heavy, really set the tone for the song. The bass comes in, the bass was really, really good. Really throughout the song, the bass was great. And then the drumming kind of came in real smooth, and then there were some really cool drum licks. And shout out to the drummer for his Tom and Jerry shirt. I thought that was really cool. But anyway, the drumming was fantastic. Really provided a nice rhythm and heaviness to the song, I think. So guitar, bass, drums, I think they kind of went together really well and just made this a really fun song to listen to. I mean, you strip away the vocals and just instrumentally, this was a very rewarding song to listen to. Especially, I thought it was very neat how they broke it down kind of near the end, and the guitar was almost playing like some blues notes there, which I thought was real interesting and neat and really sounded great. And then, of course, the singer, Tatiana, I believe her name is, her screaming is again on par with anybody who does it. And to be able to do it live, I think, was even more important and more impressive, I should say. But then there's a couple times in the song where instead of screaming, she's actually using her singing voice, and that also sounds really good. For me, as much as I like metal, as much as I like heavy vocals, I do like it when an artist can do the heavy vocals and then also sing clean as well. So I love that she was able to kind of do a little bit of both in this song. So vocally and instrumentally, for sure, 2 big thumbs up from me. This was a real treat. And then as far as replay value goes, this one is going on the playlist, no doubt. Like I said, it's probably one of my favorite, maybe if not my favorite, Jinjer song that I've heard so far. I thought it was just real solid, nice heaviness to it, great instrumentation, great singing, and interesting lyrics. So really, what's not to like about this song, honestly? So 2 big thumbs up there as well. Just overall, a fantastic song, and thank you for whoever requested this one. I had a great time with it. As always, if you want to keep the requests coming, just leave them in the comments. I'll be sure to get to them. If you enjoyed the music as much as I did, definitely go support the artists. Go listen to their music wherever you can. One place you can find this song and a few other Jinjer songs is going to be in my Spotify playlist. It's in the description below, and it has every single song I've heard so far on my channel. Of course, if you want to support me, just all the normal stuff you do on YouTube, like and subscribe and comment. All right, that's going to be it for me. I hope to see you guys in the next video, and until then, bye.